Oh my God, we're still alive.
Yeah, we are kind of alive, I guess. Hello, everybody who may or may not tune in. This is the Aftershock Day 2 review. This is Saturday. We spent most of the day over at the Aftershock Festival in Sacramento at Discovery Park. Hello, Jordan. Oh, you're on YouTube. Interesting.
Always first.
Always first. Like it could be like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, hi guys.
We can rely on Jordan. Like she's like Michael McDonald. Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Like I said, hey, and it's nice to have at least one person like that. The other one, our good old friend Metal Mike Vanek, and there he is.
Oh no shit! What's up, Vanek? Let me put this over here so we can see our pretty faces. Yeah. So today was. I don't know if it was a better day or if it was the fact that we're a little more tired than yesterday. I don't know how to formulate this.
It was a better day, straight up.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion, a stronger lineup. We had I think we had more gas in the tank, as it were to speak. We'd already made the trip, so we got to spend the night up here. We got to wake up at a decent hour. We got to. I got to squeeze in a workout. We got to get in a nice breakfast. Like, we got to hit a brewery.
Yeah, we did so much beforehand. I forgot that we even did all that stuff before.
Yeah. Yeah. what I'm saying. Like, it was a more relaxed day as far as that whole side of things. It wasn't the, hey, yeah, now we're getting wristbands upon wristbands upon wristbands. We're looking like the Ultimate Warrior over here and shit.
Oh, cool. I like the chroma key. Look at my wristband. Like I put it on there, it gives it like a kind of a
I can't see it because
like a tiger
your
tiger
phone's in the
effect.
way.
It's weird.
Oh, right on.
Kind of
Okay.
looks like a cheetah. Okay.
It looks like it's like a video screen type shit.
Yeah. Sorry for the lighting. We are in a hotel room without our professional equipment, so whatever. We're just doing what we do. So okay, today's aftershock was a better lineup in my opinion. A lot funner bands for sure. Like, we got to see the return of Mudvayne.
Oh god, let's get there.
Let's get there.
Yeah, chronologically, let's get there. Like,
All right, so we got there at a little after 3 o'clock, where my ass ran in there, kind of leaving lunchbox in the dirt a little bit.
let's go ahead and take a leak. Like, I was down with it.
Had to take a leak because I had to get in there and see August Burns Red. I needed my metalcore fix for the day, and they put on a great performance. Probably one of the best sounding bands of today.
Yeah.
Their sound was dialed in. They put on a good performance. The crowd was pumped. I was pumped. I got a little more confidence today, personally, and I threw on my N95 and jumped into the front row a couple times today. So I did that for August Burns Red because there fucking wasn't that many people there for him.
No. A whole lot. Everybody was still kind of filing in. Like, when we came down that hill, there was actually a line. Yesterday, we just walked right on up. The other day, I was like, oh, fuck, really? There's a line?
Yeah. Yeah, so I shuffled off to the left-hand side and got to see the whole set, and that was fucking awesome. Like, if I was almost to the point where I was brave enough to jump in the pit, but I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm already putting myself at risk here. But, yeah, August Burns Red was dope. And then, what did we do after that? Like,
well, that was when we started running into losers. Like, during August Burns Red, I was sitting by the giant Misfit sign, and Craig and Alyssa came up.
That's right.
That's when we found the bells. That's when, everybody started really filtering in.
That's right. Yeah, so this was the day that we actually got to see friends, and that was cool. We saw the losers again, where nothing but losers. The whole band, other than Aaron, they all painted up. They did their whole stage look and everything, and they even brought the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw them running around. Yeah, I saw, Craig. Fuck Craig. And his. Yeah.
Fuck Craig.
God, I ran into Norman from Nevaeh.
Listen to Nevaeh.
Yeah, Norman.
By the way, if you ain't heard that, listen to Nevaeh.
Norman Skinner. I ran into the bass player Short Fuse, so fuck the world. God, what else did we run into? We ran into so many different people.
A bunch of the Modesto people, the Spearses, Ellie and Bailey.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Dude, I like her pierced dimples.
Oh, Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an awesome human being right there. That's one of my favorite people around, dude.
I'm a little disappointed in myself, though. I ate terribly today.
Hey, you expected any less? Like, we went to a fucking festival.
Like, for breakfast, we had fucking hamburgers.
You had a hamburger.
Oh, yeah, you had an eggplant burger.
I had an eggplant sandwich and a salad.
Look at you staying good. Yeah, I had a double cheese, double patty burger from Willie Burger. It was actually pretty good. I had French fries, and then later in the day I had chicken strips and French fries, and then we just went to a place I won't say and had French fries. Oh man, I gotta take it easy tomorrow.
Right, eat more of the fruits and veggies and shit.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We also got to visit Fieldworks Brewing Co. today, and I got to pick up a couple crowlers and a couple 16-ounces. As you see, I don't have any with me because, well, I drank one when before we got there, and then I bought myself beer at Aftershock. A friend or two of mine traded beers, and so I've had enough to drink today. Like, I'm not trashed by any sense of the imagination, but I am wore the fuck out from, like, drinking a little bit and then getting dehydrated and singing along and yelling my heart out and, like,
Yeah, so we did a lot of bouncing today. So bouncing between people and between bands. Um, After August Burns Red, we went to.
we sit there and watch Bad Flower.
Yeah,
Not sure how to feel about him.
no,
Like that, honestly, like,
Bad Flower.
as a listener, I'm saying they're like TikTok music. Like, there was a bit of a pop punk side, a little bit of a groove metal side to them. Like,
They reminded me of like kind of a pop punk version of Kings of Leon.
okay,
It was kind of like all over the alternative map, so to speak.
yeah, okay, I'm with you there. Like, yeah, they're a decent band though.
And that was our conversation band. After that, we went back and we watched. Oh my gosh, who did we see? Who was that other band?
Was it Gojira next?
No.
Somebody next.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. I have my handy dandy schedule right here. Bad Flower. Oh, Atreyu. Yeah.
I don't like Brandon Sawyer as a singer. I don't like him not behind the drum kit. It's weird.
It's.
Weird.
I see them doing a lot of cover up for him.
Yeah, and his transitioning back and forth between the aggressives and the cleans. Like, no, they need two singers. They need the guy up front running around being gnarly and whiny, and then they need Brandon Sawyer back there behind the drum kit being whiny and smiling.
I'll tell you what, Brendan, from Atreyu, I will become your new singer. I will be the bald, bearded guy who is just a little fatter than you and shorter than you, but I'll be the front man. You can go back to the drums. I'll handle it. It's okay. I'll do it.
Sit your ass down.
I could do all of his things. I could do Atreyu.
But I mean, they weren't bad. They played all the fun stuff you want to hear from Atreyu. Everything from the Curse all the way up to their current stuff. Like, they were solid. There wasn't nothing wrong. It was just weird. It was weird. First of all, I hadn't seen Brandon Sawyer bald live yet, and so that was weird.
I didn't know Luke Gallows sung for a band.
I thought he looked like more old fucking Matt Pinfield from MTV.
No.
More so than Luke more than Luke Gallows.
Well, like Brendan's super tall, so like he reminds me of Luke Gallows.
I don't think he looked like Luke Gallows at all. But either way, he's bald and he wore a leather jacket, and that was weird. Like, just
isn't that Luke Gallows?
It wasn't the same Atreyu. Like there wasn't that controlled chaos aspect there. They were a rock band.
Yeah, they're a rock band.
Yeah,
and they were the same way at Warped Tour 2 years ago. They did the same thing. They didn't have the singer then either, so I saw him then too, and it's fine. But the only gripe I have about it is like he's a big dude, so like he's up there like physically kind of struggling. Not necessarily his singing, like his singing's fine, but like you can tell he's having a hard time singing. Does that make sense? Kind of like me on the drums and singing. I feel winded, and he kind of looked winded too.
I didn't think he seemed winded at all. I thought he was clear as fuck. He doesn't look right. He looks better behind the drum kit. There are some singers you see when they go up to a microphone, they stop playing guitar or whatever. They just don't look right. Like that's the way I feel about him in his drum kit. Like,
I can see that. But I mean, other than them, they sounded fine.
Yeah.
It looked a little weird. I'll give you that. Atreyu, and then that's when we started running around trying to find friends.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't been to Discovery Park, it's a hard place to walk around when you're drunk or whatever because it is the absolute minefield for spraining your ankle. And thankfully that didn't happen to us. But, goddamn.
Some chick was getting wheeled out when I went down to go get his towels.
Really?
Yeah, when I went to go get his towels, some chick was going to the hospital because she fucking tripped and thinks she broke her foot.
What, at Aftershock? Shit.
On our way to go see Machine Gun Kelly. I was like, that's kind of embarrassing.
So from a we went to go see Machine.
No, you went to go see Machine Gun Kelly. I stayed and talked to Bailey and Ellie.
Spectacle is all about. So little controversy with that, I guess.
I watched the screens. I didn't care.
I guess a couple years ago he tried to beef up with Eminem, and because he was a rapper then, and then Eminem schooled him so hard he turned into a pop punker, and then now he's playing like shitty pop punk in front of lots of people after trying to school Slipknot and Corey Taylor, and then now people hate him. So yeah. So when he came out, you had 50,000 people just going, boo! And I was booing too. And then he would play a song, and as soon as the song would end, boo! And then when he would start to talk, boo!
So it sounded like
They need more respect, man. You need to respect the BLA. uh, so, and then they like played like some shitty Paramore cover, and it was really bad. And in the middle of that is when I kind of walked away because I tried to do coverage for the show. I try, based on the service that I had in the venue, I tried to like, get shots and like live video of every group that played, even fucking Machine Gun Kelly. And yeah, like it wasn't good. Big poo poo on you.
I saw him on the
Yeah, and that was about the time I left to go take a pee and then go get my chicken fingers and French fries. Yeah, what kind of shit is that?
5 fucking minutes of each other.
What kind of shit is that? You've got like the best math metal band in the world, and then you have fucking Ice-T play at the same time. Get closer to the mic.
I don't want to. For one of those rare moments in my life, I'm struggling with that. Like being loud is just not working for me.
So both of us in our different parties that were
Watch both of those bands.
watched both of those bands. I watched like songs of Gojira and jumped over to Body Town. The Body Town is where that they packed the people.
Yeah.
It was basically in order to see the stage.
There are a lot of people there for Body Count.
Tell me your description on Ice-T and Body Count that you told me earlier.
The auctioneer one?
No.
Oh, the Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was telling Ellie and Bailey that I think Body Count's pretty incredible for making a legacy out of being how bad they are. Like, that is kind of the legacy of Body Count. Like, nobody's going to sit here and tell you the Body Count is a textbook good band. They're a lot of fun. Their drummers are good. Their guitar players are always good. And their riffs are good and shit. But Ice-T's literally up there auctioning things off, is what it sounds like. So I got over there just in time for Talk Shit, Get Shot, which was the song I really wanted to hear the most. And then just in time for Cop Killa. And, like, Cop Killa was so bad. Like, it's real, like, when you go back, like, forget about the theme of the song. Like, it got no traction because it's a bad song. But it was hella fun watching people sing it. Like, Cop Killa.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see much of him because the way that
fucker looks good too. He's shredded.
Right?
He's still. Yeah, like 84 years old. Fucking Ice-T still looks better to me and Brandon ever will. Yeah, I'm just keeping him young.
That's McGee. Like, anyways, yeah, I tried to get in there and get the best I could for body count, but like, there was like kind of a hill to get onto the area to see the stage, and I'm only like 5'9" maybe, so I'm short, so I couldn't see over people. So I'm literally with my cell phone trying to get video, like hopping up and down, trying to get over people's heads. So I couldn't really see the stage. Um,
No, I was kind of off the side. It wasn't that bad when I was there.
so yeah, I went in like whatever, but I got to experience body count a little bit, and then I went back to Gojira and ran into some people. Ran into my friend Mel and talked to her, watched Gojira, and then yeah, Gojira sounded good. They're heavy as fuck.
Yeah, Gojira sounded great. I pretty much caught enough of them and saw them do Flying Whales, and then I was out.
Yep. That's it. Once they played that song, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go walk around.
Well, I mean that was when I was like, cool. And I was glad they played it early because then I was like, cool. Now I can go watch Body Count.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those like, I was so mad that those two bands were on stage at the same time that like I had to really parse out my time between them. Like yeah, it was annoying.
Time between the 2 days so far that I went and I found a picnic bench and I just sat there. I sat there for almost 30 minutes and just like, oh god, I'm so beat up right now, and my neck's killing me. Yeah, and then that kind of brought us into
Offspring.
The Offspring. Tell me about the Offspring.
Offspring were dope, dude. Like I've never seen the Offspring before. They opened up with All I Want. They were solid, and they probably at this point had the best crowd participation. Like the crowd was actually singing along, and they played most of what you wanted to hear. Stuff from Americana, stuff from Ixnay on the Hombre and Smash. That being said, man, they were too clean. Like there was no nastiness to the Offspring. It just sounded. It was like when I saw, and I hate to admit this, Good Charlotte a couple years ago at the fair, where it sounded like a punk rock band playing the county fair. Like straight, it was so clean. There was just no like grossness to it. There was no dirtiness to it, and it's one of those moments where I stand there talking to Craig's wife Alyssa, and we're just like, man, our heroes are getting old. Like,
it was like that when I saw Bad Religion. Bad Religion was very clean, despite all of their politicalness.
Well, and they're a lot more technical of a band than fucking Offspring now. Like a lot.
So Offspring was good. At this point my feet and legs were starting to hurt, so I was kind of trying to move around in order to, hurt less. So I took some ibuprofen and ran over to the main stage for Mudvayne. The return of Mudvayne. And I have to say, I am so very happy because about a month before this show, they posted live show footage from another festival that Mudvayne played, and it was awful. It was terrible. Chad Gray sounded like shit. And turns out, I think we know why he sounded like shit, because he had COVID.
Right. Right, he just kicked that shit fast enough to be cleared to play this show.
Yeah, so basically Mudvayne hit the stage, started playing songs off of LD50. I pretty much jizzed in my pants when they played Death Blooms. Seamless.
Yeah, like that whole, you say Gojira is the greatest math rock band in the world. I think the Kings came home.
Right?
Yeah, I think the Kings came home when Mudvayne hit that stage, dude. And the best thing about it is they were painted like LD50.
Yeah,
They were all painted in the LD50 fucking way.
Yeah.
The exact the paint jobs from the Dig video.
Yeah.
So like Chad Gray had the silver with the bullet hole and
Tibbet, is that his name? Something Tibbet, the guitar player.
Yeah.
Had like the Liberty spikes
with the ladybug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhino was painted the half and half. Fucking Spag was. It didn't look like he was painted. It almost looked like he was in a fucking shirt. that like his face was painted, but it looked like he was in a shirt that had the pattern.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Holy crap, man. Mudvayne sounded great. Chad sounded pretty damn good. You could tell he got a little chunky, which is fine, I guess. He's not the skinny boy he was in the Dig video. But damn, welcome back, Mudvayne.
Yeah.
Like I felt like a young early 20s guy, just jumping back in the pit for like a Slipknot show. I was like, dude, this is great.
You didn't feel like a young 20s guy jumping in the pit for a Mudvayne show?
Well, that was my comparison. Was like that's what I felt like. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm early 20s again watching these guys.
I know you just used you just said a Slipknot show, and I'm like, Mudvayne was the same era, like.
Well, I know, but they haven't been around for 10 years. But needless to say, dude, I hope Mudvayne is here to stay. I hope they're not just, a jump on novelty act for a little while.
It was weird to see them with that extra guitar player and dude providing backup vocals there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was weird. And he was kind of in the back. He was cloaked and hooded, and you could just kind of see his face.
Yeah.
But he did the majority of the backup vocals. So.
Yeah.
Sounded good, and he played good guitar. And there have always been times when Mudvayne could have used a second guitar player live, like just to fatten up. So, like it didn't hurt it, but it was weird. Like when I noticed him, because I was like, where the fuck did this guy come from?
You guys, you saw the last tour in San Francisco? That's cool. That's awesome. This is my first time seeing him, so.
That's the first time you seen Mudvayne?
Yeah.
Oh no shit. Yeah.
I've seen all the other masked bands from the era, but never Mudvayne.
I saw them in Ozfest 2001.
Damn. No. I think. Yeah. No. Yeah. This is the first actual opportunity. So I'm impressed. I'm happy. The nostalgia kicked in and made me very happy. I'm very much early 2000s new metal kid. Sorry, Mike. You know that, though. You already knew that. And Mudvayne was very thick into that. Mudvayne, Slipknot, all that kind of stuff. Awesome, dude. Good shit. And then from Mudvayne, we went to... Yeah. Holy shit. So, there's good and bad. Do you want to provide anything before I provide anything?
Y'all know that's not my era of Misfits. I'm not even a huge Misfits fan all the way around. It's cool to see the original lineup because original shit's always cool. Mm-hmm. But in the end, it's a bunch of old dudes like playing simple stuff kind of badly.
Kind of badly. So yeah, Glenn Danzig is about 174 years old at this point. Still top heavy. Still has long hair. But just
his arms are buff, but now his torso is really fat.
Yeah. But like he kind of like gave me the aura that like he didn't know what was going on at any given moment. Like he just kind of like. He seemed like he was just kind of shuffling around on stage, like, I guess it's time to play a new song. Or another song. This is an old song. Oh, all of our songs are old, actually.
Did you say once we were playing a brand new song and I was like, you're doing what now? No, you're not.
It's something like that,
yeah. It wasn't a new song at all, like.
Yeah, I mean, so they had the original esque lineup. They had Dave Lombardo on drums, which is nice. That's if you're gonna get a drummer for anything, there you go. They had
NorCal hired gun, huh?
Yeah. Okay. And he kind of just goes anywhere people point him.
As long as the show's in NorCal.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing a festival in like Sacramento, Stockton.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco, whatever, you're a metal band, you don't have a drummer.
Yeah. Yeah, because our last thing was he was in Suicidal as a fill-in as well.
Yeah, next fest.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like I said, you're missing a drummer called Dave Lombardo apparently.
Yeah.
Like he'll do it.
Yeah, so like they had AC Slade, one of the old original guitar players, and then Doyle, Mr. Doyle Frankenstein, and then Danzig and Jerry Only. I mean that's a pretty damn good lineup. Um, but I'll tell you this. I don't know if it was the sound at Aftershock, which I don't think it was because typically that stage had the best sound.
That stage is like the best sound of all um, that middle stuff the whole time. Like it sounded in the day.
Yeah, Mudvayne sounded great.
Motivate sounded great. Red sounded great. Gojira sounded great.
Yeah.
Like everybody on the
So the Misfits did not sound great, and I will tell you what I know. I'm saving points here because they are a punk rock band. They're playing rough, they're playing fast, they're playing loud, um, which is fine, but they just sounded like garbage. And fucking, I don't know if it's because Jerry Only and Danzig just couldn't get on the vocal train very well, but the what 9 or 10 songs that we heard before we left, like, eh.
yeah, it wasn't headliner worthy. Like I don't know if maybe Mudvayne just knocked us all so flat that it was like, what are you gonna do after that?
Yeah, and I'm a huge Misfits fan, both eras. I do prefer the Graves, but I regularly listen to all the Misfits.
Mike Bannock says they don't rehearse before they play. No shit.
Yeah, I can tell you that. The one thing that was missing from all of the Misfits performance I've seen before. Now I've never seen the original lineup, but the Graves lineup and the Jerry Only lineups, because he had his own Misfits lineup where he was the singer, which was a little awkward. Uh, the thing that they always did was they played fast. They played a lot of songs really quick in a short amount of time. So they would jump from like Skulls, London Dungeon to Last Caress, Die Die My Darling, so on and so on and so on, and they would just bounce right into 1, 2, 3, 4, dun, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, dun, 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 and they would just drive right through those songs. They did not do any of that here.
At all. Like no, there was really no like moving between songs. Like it was always play a song, stop, dance and talk for a minute.
Or not talk. He just kind of lumber around stage with his microphone. Oh, I guess we should play a song.
I'm just loving that your old man Dan and your old man Danzig are the same.
My old man Dan is like, and old man Danzig is pretty much just Ozzy Osbourne and old man Dan.
Just without the British.
Yeah. But yeah, Danzig was quite awkward on stage. So, and Dave says the Graves wasn't much better in that department, but yeah, it was even rougher with Danzig because he took forever to say anything, and then when he would say something, it was very impromptu, very unrehearsed, and then just very like, okay, let's play a song.
Yeah.
So it was weird. It felt weird. They didn't blast through any songs. They played a song and stopped, and it just slowed down.
Is it just me or has everybody been kind of slow, like musically? Like everybody.
No, I think everyone's been on point except for Metallica.
Like Metallica, the Misfits were slow. Offspring felt a little slow. Like
I didn't feel that personally, but I'll give it to you.
I'm saying, like in the overall, like everybody's been trying to be too clean. Like everybody just sounded a little too clean. Like nobody's just had that raw. Well, Rancid. But
Body count. Suicidal.
Suicidal didn't sound gnarly. Suicidal sounded pretty clean, but it sounded like I was at a fucking lecture with Suicidal Tendencies music in the background.
So all in all, I think the highlight of today was Vane.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Like I don't even think that's an argument.
See him back. I hope they make an actual tour out of it sometime soon. Get back in the groove of doing real things, maybe even a new album. I'd be excited for that. I still love Mudvayne. I still love their last album and all that cool stuff. It was cool to see the nostalgia of the Misfits as an original lineup, but it was just very underwhelming. To answer your question, kind of.
It was awesome. I'll give you that. And yeah, it was better than yesterday. Like I'm not gonna really argue that. I did think it was better than yesterday. I think the crowd kind of had a better feel for it. I think the overall energy and vibe of the festival's in full swing now.
Yes.
So I feel like everybody settled in. The crowd was a lot more sing along today, a lot more reactive. Yeah. As a lineup, I did prefer today, just personally musically, like, was just more of a lineup I wanted to see versus, not saying yesterday was bad, except for, like we agreed, Metallica kind of fell the fuck apart there for a while. But beyond that, like, yeah, today was just more of a lineup for me, and I dug it. I'm really excited about tomorrow. Metallica's doing the whole Black album. Rise Against is playing.
Tomorrow's going to be interesting. What we got here?
Who the fuck?
I'm disliking your video. And please do tell, what do you dislike? You're a waste of time. Aw, you're so sweet.
And your name's just creative as shit, dude. Like, wow.
Aw.
Feeding trolls, apparently.
I bet your mom loves you. So, anyways, tomorrow we have, let's see. We have Steel Panther. We have Mammoth.
Mammoth Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yeah.
My son's namesake.
Some band called Grandson. In This Moment, Pennywise, Mastodon, Yellow Wolf, Rise Against, Social Distortion, and Metallica. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm sure we're going to get there for Wolfgang. And, yeah, I kind of see tomorrow as just kind of like a walk-around day.
It's a strong lineup. Like I'm excited about. I'm a fan of Social Distortion. I'm a big fan of Rise Against. So.
Yeah. So that being said, I hope trolls burn in hell, and while we won't necessarily have a review video for you because we'll be busy trying to get home tomorrow, we will update you on what we thought probably the next day or so, or maybe I'll do like a live video on the way home. We'll see. But anyways, that was our review of day 2 of the Aftershock Festival. So thanks for tuning in, my friends, and we will see you next week. And I've got a surprise for you next week.
Oh, you got a surprise for me next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Gershock's coming back.
All right. What did you talk to them, being as they released their new video today?
Yeah.
All right, I'm down with that.
Gershock wants to come back and talk some shit with you. So we'll see you the next Monday. And yeah, have a good night, everybody. And maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow. But go ahead and check the Facebook page because we've been posting live videos of the bands playing at Aftershock and various other things. So yeah. So make sure you check that. It's not on the Instagram because the service out there is terrible. So just doing it on Facebook when we can, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to post more on the Instagram with all of this stuff. So I'm just going to lay down a whole bunch of stuff in the next day or so. So anyways, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.